Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. We're gonna go ahead and continue putting on the wrap for the roof. It's a lot of stuff that we have to go over and a lot of things we have to catch up on just because I had a vacation in Jersey. It was a lot of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and put some clips that I took traveling over there. I actually drove over there. It was a long drive, but we managed to get through it. Back on the grind now to put the wrap on, and then we're gonna continue, hopefully in the same video, if not in the same video, on the next video for sure. We're gonna start adding the little details of Bondo and changing up the rear end of the Civic, as well as take on the challenge in putting the kit on together. I know it's been a long while since we had the kit. It's literally sitting right here. Couldn't find anybody to do it for me, so we're just gonna go ahead and take the challenge on ourselves. We're gonna watch a bunch of YouTube videos. We're gonna go ahead and get this kit on together, do what we can best to mount it all together, do all the little perfections that we want personally to do on the kit, and see how it comes out. But for right now, let's go ahead and finish that wrap. So what's next to do really right now is just... So really all that's left to do before we could go ahead and apply the wrap is wet sand it with a 600 grit. I'm gonna go ahead and just pass by and go all over the roof, so then that way we can clear any bumps, any uneven surfaces that are left on the roof before we go ahead and apply the wrap.
Looking out my window, feel my pulse going down. Been mixing chemicals, trying to find a compound. I don't wanna feel it back. Give me the drugs, numb the pain. Get the right fuck out my face. You wanna switch? Well, here's my place, but you can take it. How the fuck does it look from my view? Tell me what you thinking. It ain't all that it seems when you gotta face it, huh? Save lives daily, but I can't save it, no. All that glitters ain't gold, ain't that the same?
Got the cemetery visiting my enemies. Gripping on my machete, glistening this wrist, ready, reflecting wishes of death. If I'm selected tonight, I know the devil's sweat. You ever till I count to 7.
What I'm gonna do is pass my hand around, see if we can find any of the uneven surfaces or any of the primer that created like a little bubble. So we're just gonna go ahead and pass through again with the 600 and make sure all this is flat, nice and even.
Feel my pulse going down. Been mixing chemicals, trying to find a compound. I don't wanna feel it back. Give me the drugs, numb the pain. Get the right fuck out my face. You wanna switch? Well, here's my place, but you can take it. How the fuck does it look from my view? Tell me what you thinking. It ain't all that it seems when you gotta face it, huh?
So I went ahead and dried it the best that I could. We're gonna go ahead and give it 10 minutes, 15 minutes around there, just so we can make sure it's fully dry before we go ahead and apply the wrap. Right now the roof is just smooth. It's completely smooth. This is pretty good. But we're gonna go ahead and start removing the tape. So I went ahead and laid out the wrap. Please excuse all the wrinkles that it has. It was sent to me in a really weird way, but I got it to be laid out. Hopefully with the heat gun and the squeegee that we have, we could go ahead and strain it out and make it look good. So I have the heat gun. I got a box cutter to go ahead and cut, and then I have a squeegee. I don't have the one with the actual soft squeegee on it, so we're gonna go ahead and use microfiber towels. This should still work. I'm not gonna go ahead and rough it down and lay it down, hard. So we're just gonna go ahead and use what we got. It is me by myself today, so I am gonna try my best to record you guys the process. So go ahead and see how it turns out. All right, you guys, so I got out of work late. I just want to go ahead and kind of explain a little bit what's going on with the wrap and why I can't really finish it. I tried starting it on my own. I didn't really bother cutting it or anything just because the wrap itself is kind of messed up. The way it came like this with this tear. Oh, sorry for all the bugs, it is nighttime. It was kind of bent in a certain way, like almost like a Z sorta. It kind of stuck like that for a little while. I didn't really, try to straighten it or anything. I just left it inside the box. And then this is the pattern that started happening when I unwinded it. It would leave like streaks like this. This was an example of this thing right here. Sadly, I used a heat gun and everything. I tried to straighten it out, but it just didn't come out pretty good. So I'm just gonna get someone else to do it. Man, I give credit to anyone that does wraps, honestly, just because it is kind of tedious work and it takes a lot of patience, but this is currently what's going on. I'll catch you on in the morning to explain anything better and add on to the video. All right, you guys, there's absolutely no light out here. I'm really gonna try my best. I need to provide a video for you guys so you guys don't lose me. There's no light, but we're gonna make the best out of it. We're just gonna go ahead and start with the Bondo in the rear. I really wanna get the back of the car transformed already. I mean, man, it's gonna come out so sick the way it is. I got a bunch of good stuff that we could do to this car. So for right now, what I'm gonna do is debadge the Honda. I really don't like the red. It's too tacky, you know, to me it's like back in like 2016, 2015 or something like that. I really want to have a debadged car. I mean, the Honda emblem is fire. It's true to the heart. But, I mean, it looks so clean debadged. So we're going to try to do that. We're going to fix some of the body lines as well. Something I want to do with the spoiler. I want to keep the spoiler, but I don't want to, you know, mold the spoiler to the trunk just because in case I want to run it with no spoiler and see it even smoother, I want to be able to take the spoiler off. But let me go ahead and show you guys the idea that I think would look amazing on this car. First things first, debadging the Honda emblem. This has to go. This is like 2015 or 2016 style, whatever. But this body line right here on the trunk, I'm not really sure what the name is for this piece right here. Trunk lid, whatever, I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and start bondoing this to the trunk just because I want to have this whole trunk one piece, like a smooth surface on this area. So we're gonna do that. Start sanding this down, debadge the Honda, and then what I want to do for the spoiler as well, I want to keep the spoiler but eliminate the third brake light. All right, I turned the light on so you guys can see better. But what I plan to do for the wing is to just leave the third brake light on here. I really don't like the way it looks with 3 brake lights. It looks like a random triangle. We're just gonna leave this in here. I'm gonna fill up the holes with the Bondo and just Bondo over this just so it can fill up the space without wasting too much material. Debadge this, delete this body line, make it all one smooth surface. See how it goes. I also have the rear lip for the bumper. Now this is the dilemma that I have. I kind of want to get you guys' opinion on it. What do you guys think about it? In this box right here, here's the kit, but in this box I have the rear lip. I really want to put the rear lip back on the car just because it looks so fire, but the little twist that I want to do to it is actually mold it into the bumper. Only thing I'm not sure if I should do that to the OEM bumper for the SI, just because this is the only one that comes with the diffuser for the SIs for this year. So I'm not sure if I should just buy the base model bumper like I did to my previous Civic and just mold it in together, or do it with this bumper. So you guys let me know in the comments, what do you guys think I should do? Use the OEM bumper, or just go ahead and buy a base model bumper, which is the same, and just go ahead and mold the lip to that bumper. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let's go ahead and get started before it gets too dark. Obviously, the safe way to do this is to just remove it with a string and pass it through the back. You know, wait till heat it up with like a heat gun or whatever. But you want to take a string and just pass it through the back. But since we are sanding this down anyways and covering it with Bondo, I'm just gonna go ahead and rip this off. Take this guy. Oh. Anyways, here it is. I never really liked the red emblems just because it seemed too tacky for me, and I don't really like too much red on the car, if I'm being completely honest. So there you go. Took this off. Now let's go ahead, sand this down. We're gonna start sanding down the surface on here so we can go ahead and get it ready for Bondo. Yo, is it just me, or do you guys get like too skeptical about doing body work to your own vehicle just because, you know, it's not going back after that? Man, just know if you guys ever do something to your car, make sure it is in good intention and you guys know what you're doing. You know, don't learn something, try it out. You never know what can happen. If it's a new experience, I hope you guys experience it well. Just, you know, make sure you do your research afterwards or beforehand, and, you know, just go ahead, do what you got to do and start. Ah, bro, that hurt. This hurts. That's crazy. This hurts, man. There's no going back after this. All right, so I basically just did the general area of where I'm gonna put Bondo. I'm not really too worried about any of this right here, just because I know it's gonna be covered. But I'm probably just gonna do 1 layer of Bondo on here just to not make it too thick, and then maybe 2 on here, and, you know, obviously sand it down, make sure it's all a smooth surface. All right, this is what I'm using for the Bondo, obviously, and the hardener. Let's go ahead and apply some and see how that goes. Okay, gonna try my best to not get too dirty. I'm just gonna use cardboard to go ahead and mix everything. I don't really have anything to scoop this up and mix it well, so I'm just gonna use cardboard. Hopefully it mixes up good. This is terribly failing. This is going so bad. Put the hardener on there. I know it's not too much compared to the Bondo. Got a little bit. Alright. Go ahead and start applying. Let's see if I can get you guys on a spot where I can. Alright, I'm hoping you guys can see me do this. Let's go ahead. Start applying some. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more. Alright, let's do this. So I went ahead and found the mixer. We're gonna use it just because the cardboard was a little hard to use. Alright, so this is what I have so far. I'm not sure if I overloaded on the Bondo, but it is what it is. I was just trying to make sure I have every single, little gap filled up. You guys can still see the line here, but I'm pretty sure once we sand it down and smooth it out, it'll be all nice and even. It'll look so much better than it does now. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna let this dry out overnight, and in the morning, let's come back to it. You know what, I was gonna end it there for tonight, but instead, since we're already here, might as well go ahead and attack the spoiler as well. I want this wing to be as smooth as possible, so let's just go ahead and start filling this up here. Fuck, I started doing the Bondo on the wing, and I forgot to try to sand this down to see if it starts sticking on this better, so let's just go ahead and pass it through really quick. And, sand it down a little bit, just so the Bondo can have a better grip to the wing. So I went ahead, finished up the wing. I really wanted to see the rear end with this part smoothed out and this part smoothed out as well. Paint, no paint, wrap, no wrap. I just really want to see how those two together look once it's done. Tomorrow, we might just go ahead and attack the rear lip, or that might be for another video. I'm asking my boy Joseph to come by and, see if he could go ahead and help me out. That way we can attack the body kit. I'm really getting impatient with this kit. I just want to see it on the car. It's an amazing kit. It looks so beautiful, and the little twist that we're gonna do to it all around the car is gonna make it look absolutely amazing. But I'm gonna go ahead and let this Bondo dry out. All right, you guys, so it is after work. I just clocked out. No light again. I'm gonna try my best to record for you guys to finish up this video. But for right now, let's just go ahead and see how the Bondo looks. I need to pass the 180 just to go ahead and smooth it out, just to see where we're going. I think I might have to add more just to cover the old emblem or the residue from the old emblem. Again, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go away when I sand it all down. But for right now, let's just go ahead and pass the sandpaper and see how it goes. As of right now, this is what I have currently. I managed to get this part all the way smooth and even to the trunk. This is how this part looks as well. Managed to get the top part all even. Just gotta work more on here and underneath. I'm pretty sure I don't have to Bondo this or actually sand this all the way down, but since the Bondo's already there, might as well. This is where the light shows. The light doesn't really show anymore. This is gonna be the rest that I have to worry about, as well as get this part evened out and nice and smooth. This part as well, get it nice and smooth. All this I wanna be able to cover just because I don't wanna have to deal with this. It was a little tedious work, but went ahead and did it the lazy way. All right, you guys, so this is what I have so far. I managed to get this part smoothed out and even with the trunk. Unfortunately, this part I have to add a little more. You're starting to see the body line that was here before. You guys can obviously just follow it along here and then come back down to here. But we are gonna go ahead and end the video right here. I wanna be able to have a lot of content for you guys, and I know I've been out ghost lately. I wanna push this video out, that way you guys have something to watch and keep up with me. It does take a little bit when you're learning something new. It's a process, it's nothing fast. You're not gonna learn it within a day. I mean, if you're good at it, go ahead and do it, learn it within a day. But other than that, have patience with your car if you're gonna build it by scratch or by hand, better to say. Other than that, man, I really do appreciate you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me go ahead and wait till this plane goes by and I'll continue with the outro. enough said. That ends it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, please go ahead and leave a like, comment, subscribe, anything you guys want to go ahead and do. Any support really does help the channel a long way. We're on the road to 1K. We're just about halfway there, but not quite. Can't really do it without you guys' help. Whatever grind you guys have, keep grinding out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
I trust you as much as you give me tone. Baby, phone on my own, I give a fuck about what you own. I'm running inside the house and the shit is looking like a door.
Hey yo, y'all peep this. Listen though. That nigga telling me to wait.
And this young blow